If you guys are trying to take your training to the next level and you want to increase your speed, your power, your conditioning, then you got to check out Phil Daru's 8-week heavy hitter boxing program. I'm telling you guys right now, there's no joke.
Hi, I'm Angie and you're watching Deontay's Boxing.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So if you are like a lot of boxing fans and you're wondering this big question, why wouldn't Tyson Fury want to pick up this big, huge bag of money fighting Deontay Water again a third time when he's already obligated to do it? Why would he turn down all of that money and instead he would rather fight this Ajit Kabayel for a little of nothing? Because if you think about it, this is prize fighting. Can you guys recall there ever being a time where a fighter could make so much money in a fight he's already obligated to take? And according to a lot of people that defend Tyson Fury, they say Deontay Water doesn't know how to fight. He needs to learn how to fight. Tyson, he schooled him easy. But guess what? For every fan that has said that, Tyson Fury doesn't agree with you. In fact, it's the complete contrary when it comes to Tyson Fury. Something that a lot of us, and you've heard me say time and time again. Tyson just corroborated everything you guys have heard me say about this situation. He admitted that this is the most dangerous fight for him, even now, after his big win in that second fight. And then he even admitted that even a third fight right now with Deontay Water is more dangerous than the Anthony Joshua fight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys an article on ESPN where it reads, despite his observations about the current state of the sport, Fury still had his opinions regarding his potential heavyweight opponents. Fury still feels that Wilder, regardless of the results of the second fight, is still more of a threat to him than Anthony Joshua. Now, let me also play a clip of what Tyson Fury just recently said on ESPN. Check it out.
I always said, if I can get past Deontay Wilder, then it'd be a long time before there's anybody else who can come close. Wilder's always been the most dangerous opponent in the division for me, other than Vladimir Klitschko himself. And the rest of those guys, I'm not too concerned about.
There it is. You heard it from the man himself. Why isn't he saying that Deontay Water was always the easiest fight? Because he didn't have skills, because he needs to learn how to fight. I tell you guys all the time, man, the truth will always come to light. And it's just crazy that we're hearing him say this in the middle of him and Deontay Water right now going through arbitration, or at least mediations. Just think about this for a second. If Tyson Fury still feels that a Deontay Water that's 100% is still the most dangerous fighter out there next to himself, imagine Tyson Fury going in the ring with Deontay Water a third time and he cannot cheat. Imagine him going into the ring where all eyes will be on him and his gloves and his trainers and everyone else that's involved with Team Fury. Tyson Fury just admitted why he does not want this third fight. Now, don't get me wrong, he will still most likely take it because he will have to take it. But don't be surprised. I hope it doesn't happen, but don't be surprised if he gives up the belt just to fight Anthony Joshua, because those will be his only options. He will either be forced to fight Deontay Water or he will have to give the belt back to Deontay Water and vacating the belt, which would be a really bad look for Tyson Fury. Now, this is interesting because Anthony Joshua actually said the same thing. Anthony Joshua, matter of fact, I interviewed him myself, and he told me, I said, outside of yourself, who would you say is the most dangerous heavyweight out there today? And without hesitation, he said Deontay Water. See, guys, what you don't understand is This has never been about Deontay Water's skills. Sure, Deontay Water is a flawed fighter, and Tyson Fury and the majority of fighters are probably better boxers than Deontay Water. So you can train for the mistakes he makes if he throws a lazy jab or doesn't have the best defense. Maybe he pulls back with his head up in the air. You can train for things like that. But the one thing you cannot train for is avoiding that right hand for 12 whole rounds. It's the most difficult thing to do. This is the reason why Anthony Joshua wanted the Tyson Fury fight so desperately compared to wanting the Deontay Water fight, because he really doesn't have to worry about one punch belling Tyson Fury out of trouble if Anthony Joshua is beating him easy in the fight. Now, don't get me wrong, it's the heavyweight division. I mean, in any division, anybody could get knocked out. You get caught with something you don't see. But when it comes to Deontay Water's right hand, even if you see it, it can still knock you out. That is the difference. Deontay Water is truly an anomaly. Now, I still don't know who will win a third fight between the two, but I'm telling you, the way that Tyson Fury is acting, and once I found out that he actually cheated in the second fight, now I believe it's a 50-50 fight. Now I believe it's a 50-50 fight. I still don't know who will win the fight, but I can almost guarantee you the third fight will look nothing like the second fight. If anything, it'll look more like the first fight. Deontay Water is definitely going to have to improve his skills. He's going to have to be effective with punches other than the right hand. Because Water has been getting people out for so long with that right hand, he never really had to perfect other weapons. But now, since he's run across someone like Tyson Fury, it's time for him to work on that. So hopefully, whoever Deontay Water works with, he can absorb at least 40% or more of what he's learning. Now, Deontay Water, he just recently said in an interview with Brian Custer, when it comes to trainers that he would love to work with, he mentioned Derrick James, or at least I believe Brian mentioned Derrick James' name, and Deontay Water said, oh man, yeah, I would love to work with Derrick James. So it's an option. It's a possibility he may go with Derrick James. So I'm telling you guys right now, 2021 is going to be even more interesting than 2020 was, because this fight is going to be bigger than the first two fights when it comes to Wilder and Tyson Fury, because there's way too much on the line. I mean, this fight is literally for all or nothing. Both fighters stand to lose everything in terms of legacy in this third fight. If Tyson Fury loses this fight, he'll be branded as a person who could not win when he could not cheat. If Deontay Water loses this fight, then the perception would be, even when he didn't cheat, you still couldn't beat him. So this third fight may be the most significant fight of the year because of all that's at stake. Let's see if Tyson Fury takes the fight. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars. They have a massive video-on-demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR, so you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month, and once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation.
So all the works and it was really fantastic. I just was like a few days which I was thinking about if I want to do it or not. And after the few days I decided to do it and just get to you and make an appointment. Now I'm sitting here, bro.
Now you're sitting here ready, right?
Yeah.
Stop there. Because the lighting as well. Yeah, man. And back in the middle. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Man, you really look like a complete different human now.
Thank you, man.
So if you want to get this hookup for my brothers out there in the UK and Europe, make sure you check out the Scalp This on Instagram. And for my brothers out there in the States, make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.